Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking you through the process of getting these knotless goddess braids installed. Now I bought the curly bits first and it was in the color 4, but finding straight extensions that were a perfect match to the curly hair was so tough. My braider mixed 3 different colors to get a perfect match. So she mixed color 30, color 33 and a color called chestnut. What do you think of the color so far? Yay or nay? Just for 3 weeks before I do that my deep conditioning again. December 19th. Literally 3 weeks more. Let's see how it feels. Have you finalized your photographer? Do you have a mood board kind of pictures you want? Okay. So I was just gisting with my friend about the braids and how long I planned to keep them for. I was seeing a trichologist every month for a year, so I could only keep braids in for 4 weeks or less. Guys, you are tired. So you're tired. I woke up early. I slept late, I woke up early. I slept at like past 12, woke up at 5 something. I'll sleep all tonight. If you're new here, my name is Tuke and I love getting braids done. I actually did these braids way back in November of 2023, but I'm just getting around to editing it. I know, really bad, but I'm actually dropping 3 different braids related videos this month, so watch out. Now, the person who's doing these braids did my burgundy French curls, which went viral, and I'll post a link to that video. Those braids took 15 hours. What annoyed me on this day was that she came alone. She didn't come with her assistant, and I hate doing braids when it's only one person because it's just not efficient in terms of time. Like if it was 2 of you, it'll take half the time. So I was a bit irritated that she came by herself. It also meant that the braids had to be cut really big as I had an appointment I was going for. What's the maximum amount of time you want to sit down for braids? But have you ever tried crocheting it before? The conversations, like I love how sometimes you get your hair braided and leave feeling like you made a new friend. The flowing. I feel like you have to tie it. Is a rite of passage. The parting, the gripping, the conversation. Like I love how sometimes you get your hair braided and leave feeling like you made it. I was so tired on this day. I had bought this hair since October 5th and we didn't install it till November 29th. Imagine 8 whole weeks because we couldn't find matching straight extensions. Wild. And this one is even faster than crochet. You have to read this thing before you start crochet. Have you guys done goddess braids before and did you enjoy rocking them? This was my second time doing goddess braids. I had done it once before, way back in 2020 when I went to Benin Republic. I went to Casa del Papa and I have a vlog on that trip and I'll link to it above so you can see those braids. Now those braids were cut significantly smaller than this one. I'll say these are large braids. Those ones were like medium. I like goddess braids more when they are small or medium. That's what I think is like the perfect goddess braids look because it gives like that beach vibes, you know, Baywatch babe kind of thing, island girl stuff. What is your preferred size for goddess braids and what is your preferred color? I also think it's more flattering in black, like pure black, or like honey blonde, which is what I did for Casa del Papa. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. So like I said, she's really slow. If you've watched the burgundy French curls video, you would know she's a super meticulous braider. Her name is Esther. Go and watch those burgundy French curls videos so that you can see how neat the hair was and how tiny it was. I think I will only book her when I'm doing really small braids that I want to last for a long time, because using her for big braids like this is just not a great use of my time because it just takes way too long for something that I didn't even carry for that long. But yes, she was saying that it is better to add in the goddess bits as you're placing the hair instead of crocheting it in, that it flows better and stuff. But just adding it in takes time. This hairstyle takes time. If you're in the UK or the US where it's really expensive to do braids, or Canada, then yes, you probably would have to do braids with just one person. But when you're in Nigeria, labor is a lot cheaper and more affordable, so it just is better use of your time when you book a team of braiders as opposed to just one braider, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you think of this color and if you would rock it. So we started the braiding process at 9:30 and didn't finish till past 3, which is 5.5 hours and a bit. But yeah, let me know what the longest amount of time you have ever sat for braids and if it was worth it. Thank God for streamers, Sha. I was watching something on Showmax. I think it was Masquerades of an Idol. Do you watch more shows on Netflix, Prime, Showmax, or Hulu or Disney Plus? Or are you team K-drama? I've actually never watched any K-drama, so if that is your thing, recommend something nice for someone who's never watched any K-drama and doesn't want to invest too much time, because the way people get addicted is quite fascinating. But yeah, I like the fact that she talks in the hair neatly enough. Like the black strands of my hair aren't that obvious.
Organic. Are you feel good? Is your name feel good? Get out. Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. It's enough. Come on, do a big boy. It has to. It has to.
Okay.
No.
I said get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are you shouting on my head on my face, girl?
A lot of braiders use some sort of edge control like shine and jam to start off the braid when they're doing knotless braids. I'm not a huge fan of gel. I'm also not a big fan of knotless braids, quite frankly. I think I would have enjoyed these braids better if they were done with normal box braid technique. I also think it would have been more beautiful if the braid itself had more hair on it, so if it was a bit thicker. But those are my thoughts. I also feel it would have been even nicer and more goddess-like if we used more of the curly hair. I think we only bought like 1 or 2 packs of the curly hair, so I think more packs of curly hair is needed for the style to come out very, very well. Those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. Enjoy another random funny line from the show I was watching.
Come on for me, Dilo. I'm the fashion designer. I think I want to be wasting my talent here. I want to go to about fashion show to go and show them my new clothes.
Another annoying thing about big knotless braids is it ain't gonna stay sleek forever. Like, you're gonna have to top up the gel, and that isn't good. I hate having too much gel on my hair because it affects my skin. Like, look at how glowy and radiant my skin looks. Click on the card, check out my skincare routine. But yeah, my skin doesn't like me keeping in gel for too long, and that's one of the reasons why I had to see a trichologist for a year, because my scalp was like dry and flaky and it had never happened to me before. So she has to put me on like a treatment plan to just get rid of all the dry scalp and nurse it back to good health and help with my edges and all of that. So if you're in Lagos, Nigeria, and you want me to recommend my trichologist to you, just slide into my DM and I will share her page with you, because she knows what she's doing. Like, she does a full body check to even see if maybe you're missing out on some minerals, like if you're lacking any vitamins, because that can also affect hair growth. Her husband is a trained medical doctor, so he's the one that writes out the report after the full body scan is done.
Dude, I was drinking while your mate was dying. What kind of talk are you bringing? What kind of talk are you bringing now? What is it? You want to do like I'm lying? What were you doing in Madame Feelgood's bar early in the morning? If you are useless, must you tell everybody? Oh, for skin now. Because I don't have one, that's why your man is shut up! Anyone hearing you now will think your money is stuff nonsense. Please, I have just lost my friend. Let me money, please. Alpha, it is the person that has money that used to mourn loud. Yeah. You should hear this type of news and be asking, why not me?
Shout out to Nollywood for providing me sweet entertainment while I was doing this hair. And major kudos to all the girls who can do their hair themselves, because that is such a great skill to have. Like, it's such a flex. Please let me know if you enjoy these voiceovers I do when I post my hair installation videos, or if you'd rather just be listening to calming, smooth music. hope you enjoyed the little music break. Shout out to YouTube Audio Library for providing us with sweet jams. As you can see, the beginning of the braid does look a bit white, but it didn't stay white for long. But yeah, that's why I'm not a huge fan of edge control, because they're just unpredictable. Like, you can get a good batch or a bad batch from the same brand. So yeah, team normal braids all day, every day for me. What team are you on? It's so interesting how every year there's a hairstyle that is trending, like a braid style that is popping and in vogue, and loads of people are trying out. And I think this year it's been short boho braids, so like shoulder length. I haven't tried that yet. I might. Let's see. We still have what, 2.5 months left till the year ends. Have you tried any exciting and unique hairstyles this year, or do you have one planned for Christmas? So I've watched a lot of goddess braids installation videos, and it's interesting to see how the type of curly hair used affects the overall look of the hair. So in my case, we use synthetic hair, and it's really shiny, and it obviously doesn't look like my actual hair. But when people use black braids and they also use human hair, it looks a lot more natural and just more flattering. Like I said, the size of this was too big. She cut the parts way too big. I think it's like 4 on each side. I think the ideal size is like 6 to 8 braids on each side, like on each half of the head. How long have you been using this one for?
I just started.
So next time I'm doing goddess braids or boho braids, I'm going to make sure the parts are cut smaller. I'm also going to make sure I use more curly hair, because I believe we only use like 1 or 2 pieces of curly hair per braid. Based on the videos I've watched, most people tend to use like 5 or 6. Some people even use as much as 10 pieces of curly hair. So it's like every few inches there's some curly hair added, and I think that just makes it look more voluminous and beautiful. People also add curly bits to the end so that the wave at the end matches the wave on the hair. My braider just like dipped it in hot water kind of thing. So when you get off the scooter when you're changing so you don't fall. Let me know your honest thoughts on this color and this hairstyle. I don't like scanty hair. That's why the thing annoyed me. And the fact that I sat down for so long pisses me off. Like, if I'm sitting down for braids, I want it to look beautiful when I'm done. Like, I want it to be show-stopping. But this was just, like, average in my opinion. But can you see no curls all the way down? So it didn't give that effect I wanted at all. But yeah, lesson learned. Not gonna make the same mistake again. I think my final few lessons are that when booking a braider, ask to see pictures of their work. Like if they've done a certain hairstyle for you, for example French curls, don't just assume that their goddess braids will be bossing or that they know how to do Ghana weaving properly. Like they might only have one specialty. Not every braider is an all-rounder. Also, on the morning of your braiding appointment, make sure to ask if they are coming with an assistant or how many people are coming with their team. Clarify, because if you're in Nigeria and it's only one braider that come, they'll waste your time. So make sure they're coming with somebody else or other people so that you can do fast. But yeah, you can see the dance is coming out, the smile is coming out as we are on the final braid. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I was saying the last one, and then I was just keeping my son engaged, getting him to spell some words. Mom live.
Why?
Spell Monday.
M-O-N-D-A-Y.
Spell Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Spell Wednesday.
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 W.
Mhm.
E.
Mhm.
D.
Mhm.
N.
Mhm.
D. S. D.
Mhm.
A-Y.
Good job. Spell Thursday.
Thursday. T. T-H.
I also didn't particularly like the fact that the curly bits were added so close to the top. Like, see the way it looks like a bump, the one on the right. Like, it wasn't really giving what I wanted it to give, quite frankly.
Nothing.
That's the wrong answer.
She snipped off all the rough bits and then it was time to dip it in water. It pained me, this hair pained me because I just expected volume and lusciousness. I am actually going to do goddess braids again. By God's grace, we can go to Maldives for our 7-year anniversary in March and I will do goddess braids. That's my dream. That's my plan. That's my desire. But yeah, you can see that she used flexi rods for the ends of the expressions so it can be curly, but I think the curl pattern of the curly extensions added is also important, and the thickness of the hair, because this hair is just too thin. Like the curly one is just too, it's not giving in my opinion, but let me know your thoughts. She's putting quite a bit of mousse. Yeah, this is like the final stage. She used quite a bit of mousse. It low-key was looking like relaxer, but it's not. I'm a natural girly for life. 12 years since my big chop, and I love my 4C curly hair. Anywho, I was finally done with the hair. I was disappointed, I wouldn't lie, because I went through a lot of stress trying to find straight extensions that would match this curly hair. I went to at least 5 supermarkets or hair stores just trying to find a color 4. It's so wild how color 4 in Expressions and Darling and other brands doesn't match the color 4 of this curly hair. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in my next video.
You stuff your mommy when you're doing your homework. Eh?
I wanted to lie down.
Well, no, baby. You disturb her.
No, I need to sit on that. I'm very gentle.
If you have any tips or tricks on what you think is necessary for beautiful, voluminous goddess or boho braids, share.